what are, the most common questions you get from your athletes?
Especially when it comes to nutrition, I get asked a lot about your BCAAs and your pre-workouts. And to me, I always kind of imagine if you're probably taking BCAAs, you're probably taking your protein powder as well, and most likely you're getting enough. You don't actually need to take the BCAAs now. Once again, as we spoke, that's your kind of jam. I always want to see people ask me kind of nutrition, dietitian kind of questions. I'm like, hey, I'll tell you what I know, but you should talk to a professional. They're pretty awesome at it. And then, the pre-workouts. My answer is always coffee is great. I love coffee. So that's my pre-workout.
Yeah, absolutely. And Neil, that's a big thing and a big ingredient that's already in pre-workout powders anyways, that caffeine component. So exactly, from the sports nutrition side of things, when we're talking about pre-workout, I always say, a coffee is just as good. What a pre-workout powder basically is glucose. So tiny molecules of sugar broken down for our body to digest really quickly so that we're getting that big spurt of energy. Really, though, if you're fine to eat before practice training, whatever it is, you're fine to have, a couple bananas. And basically that's the same equivalent and throw, some coffee in there and boom, you got your own homemade pre-workout powder with, those extra additives and stuff. So we're definitely on the same page there.
Yeah, preparation
for
is
the
huge.
BC. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And, there's a lot of talk to you about the BCAAs, so the branched chain amino acids, like you said, Neil. So from the nutrition side, just to kind of break down what that is for individuals who might not really understand what that acronym stands for. So it stands for branched chain amino acids. And what typically that means is, so our body is, in order to make proteins, needs 20 amino acids. So they're called, the essential amino acids. Our body can make actually up from between 10 to 12 of them itself. We need to get the other 10 to 8 actually from, the food we're ingesting or whatever it may be. If you're already eating, meats, chickens, pork, beef, tofu as well, those different kinds of proteins, you're likely already getting enough in terms of those amino acids, that protein. And it's more likely that you're not really going to benefit as much from a BCAA, especially as you mentioned, Neil, if you're taking the protein powder like a whey or a casein, because you're also getting those amino acids from there too. So it's kind of it could be a little bit of an overload for you, and then something you don't actually need.
Absolutely. Yeah.